Welcome to our weekly Time in the Word broadcast, this week on location up in Ellijay, Georgia. It's a joy to welcome you to our Time in the Word. As I look into this camera today, I'm wondering what could be going on in your life. How many of you maybe are very tired? So am I. How many of you have more to do than you can get accomplished this week? So do I. How many of you are feeling pressure? So am I. You see, all of us, whether we are in Jackson, Georgia, in Ellijay, or around this world somewhere, have pressures in life. But those of us who follow Christ have a different perspective. You see, there is a perspective that leads us to overcome the negative pressures of life. In Psalm 103 that we've been studying together over these weeks in our time in the Word, we are discovering what benefits a person has when he or she is in a relationship with God. Today, here is our consideration. Psalm 103 and verse number 5. Now lean in with me. He satisfies you with good so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. Friends, one of the main reasons you and I struggle with pressure is because we feel like our lives will be less joyful and less fulfilling unless we, listen to this, accomplish the task on our list every day. But wait, are the things that you and I have on our list, have they been given to us by God? Are they on God's list or our list? You see, my joy and your joy and peace come not from a to-do list. They come from a relationship with Jesus where you're doing what He asks you to do. The Bible teaches us this way. He satisfies us. I cannot explain to you enough how good and fulfilling God really is. He is more than enough in someone's life. The pleasure of being clean and free from sin are glorious satisfactions. Also, the joy of having true purpose is more than I can communicate in this time in the Word. You see, I love knowing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life because I've found that when I get in a dissatisfied place, it is because I've chosen things that cannot satisfy. You and I overcome negative pressures when we cease allowing those pressures to be priorities in our lives. Yes, it is true. No one is perfect. But according to Scripture, when we fail in this, God offers us a refreshment called renewal when He will turn us back to Him. When we become people like the eagle who soar above the earth for us is all the earthly things that pull us down and trample us in competition and stress. But above all that is the joy of serving God through His talents and gifts that He offers to us. It is God's own Spirit that fills us with fresh power and perspective to come to a place like this and see the glory of the Lord. And then we know that God that we serve leads us to victory. I'm glad today that I've tuned into God. He satisfies me, and I believe that He wants to satisfy you. Today, why don't you just say this? Lord, as You've created everything, You've created me. And Lord, as You take care of everything, I'm satisfied You will take care with me. If this has meant anything to you today and you want to know more about it, I encourage you to reach out to me at info@jacksonfbc.com. I encourage you to join us in one of our live services on Sunday at either 9 a.m. or 11. Check out our podcast. Also check us out online at jacksonfbc.com. And until next time, may God be the satisfying force in your life.